and TV show recaps. We review and read them too, as long as they're Black, Brian and Lamar hosting the show. Remain unbiased in case you don't know. Now you know. The number one official is out to the imagination. If you don't know, now you know.
Disclaimer: no matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you. And we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say, though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off.
Hey, you sure you good?
As long as I don't ever see her face to face again, I ain't gonna trip on none of it.
You know, I just don't want to see you, lose it. You end up doing something that you can't come back from.
Please believe me, I'm very conscious of every decision I make. I don't trust your ass.
You didn't trust us this whole time?
By no means do I take disrespect lightly. Apologize for your very disrespectful question.
Apologize for what?
You gotta be fucking kidding me. You got 5 seconds, or it's gonna get a hell of a lot more uncomfortable than it already is in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yo.
We here. We're here with this new one, LL Cool J featuring A. Marie. Paradise.
It's very nice.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was the hook when it came on.
Hey, that should have did it. Touch you, why don't you? Touch you.
LL Cool J stopped acting, didn't he?
Never, nigga.
I don't see him in nothing no more.
Because you don't watch his show. His show's still running, just like Ice-T.
The SVU joint, that's still on?
I can't even tell you the letters. I don't even know the names of them. It's like Law and Order, SVU, Criminal Intent,
CSI.
One of them. I know he got one and Ice-T got one.
Oh, okay. That was just
still going.
Anyways,
this is Paradise starring. We're gonna say it's starring him because he's the reason why we're doing this. What's his name?
Sterling K. Brown.
Sterling K. Brown. His name in the show. Dang, I'm gonna look up these names. I don't want to keep saying dude.
His name is Xavier Collins in the show. They be calling him Collins, so it's just like only a few people call him Xavier.
Right. Like the best friend dude was calling him Xavier.
Yeah.
This is a sci-fi. Funny thing is, I just seen the cover. I never seen a preview for it, so I didn't know what to expect walking in. But would you consider this a sci-fi, or would you? It's like a thriller, just a thriller.
I would say sci-fi a little bit, only because of what's going on is not real yet.
Yeah.
So that's why I would say that. But yeah, it's like a sort of a drama sci-fi, I would say.
It's like the Truman Show mixed with like don't take your ass outside type show. What was that show? When they wasn't supposed to go outside, like they thought you couldn't breathe. It's a show on Apple like that right now.
Silo, yeah.
Silo.
I watched the first episode of that shit. Not saying it was bad. I just never went back to it.
I want to say I watched most of the first season, but I got a problem with it's like my problem with Lost. Where sometimes it's like my nigga get to the point. Like don't keep dragging this shit on. I start to feel like that. That's why I was like, I can't do that. I can't do a whole nother season of this.
Yeah, I was
It was
just
like
like,
beating around the bush.
if we not watching it for the thing, I was just like, this is not my type of show. So
Mhm.
I just kept on pushing. But it seemed interesting. But it does seem kind of like this, I guess, if you think about the like an underworld, right? You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Something different. Like I be feeling like they giving us hints and shit like that of what's to happen
Yeah.
next couple of
Yeah.
years. Like, yo, calm down.
Yeah.
What you mean you picking certain people?
You know how that's how that go anyway.
Right.
Like we ain't got no control over that.
Yeah.
Uh so this one, Sterling K. Brown is like the president's main security, like the top security.
Yeah.
Um Starting off, like I said, when you walk in, you don't know what's going on. You just see him as a security, and you just think it's like weird, like the weird. His whole interaction with his kids in the first episode was weird as hell. I
Yeah.
didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, they definitely kept you like on the outs in the beginning. You don't know what's going on, what's what until pretty much what's going on throughout the whole show happens, and you're just like,
Mm.
oh, okay, I see what's going on right now. But
Right.
just like you said, I think earlier, not now, but when we were talking about it being like a president show,
Mm.
that he got killed, who done it? It's like a who done it thing, even though it is, but it's still kind of way more than that. If you
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a who done it for him, but then it's also like what the fuck is going like what's going on in this world altogether. It's not just a who done it because it's funny. Like I said, nothing. I didn't see no previews or nothing. So when I'm watching it, I see his interaction with his kids, and he seems like just a weird dude because he be like spacing off, like he's
yeah,
overly sensitive, all kind of shit. And then he goes to the president's. He's jogging, but he ends up at the president's house, and I'm like, what kind of president's house is this? Like you can't. President ain't living in there. Where's the White House at? You know what I mean? That's what you expect to see, but it's like a beach house damn near.
right, yeah.
So it's like everything's all over the place, and you don't. If you don't know what's going, if you don't know what to expect, you're weirded out by the whole shit coming into it.
Yeah. Like I was just open to whatever at that, as soon as it came on and, I'm
Mm-hmm.
seeing the interaction between Xavier and Billy, their friendship, they shooting jokes at each other. And then, it pretty much comes in first episode. He finds the president
Mm-hmm.
land on the floor when he, checks in for his detail. Well, he's checking in the morning for his detail or whatever.
Yeah, no, he's because he sent Billy home. Billy was like, I had some bad food or
Really
something like that.
He had the boo boo.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he was just like, all right, he comes in and then, I guess I don't even know if that's how things really go down, but if you see something happening to the president, it's just like he was just like, all right, everybody, lock down. And it's just like he's
yeah,
just there, you know what I mean? Like going around. But I mean, I guess he is the guy, but I'm not sure if the president just has one guy. Like if he knew, like everybody know.
yeah. So I guess the president had all the security, but he was the main guy, like the guy over everything. So I was like you said, I didn't understand the protocol when he like shut it down instead of alerting nobody. But then when he explained it to Billy, I was like, it makes sense because he was like, he said, once everybody else come in here, I'm not gonna be able to come in here. So
Yeah.
he's trying to put the pieces together himself before everybody else rush in there and try to. Because at this point, he don't trust nobody. He already on the fence about everybody in this world, so he don't trust nobody. So he like, I need to find out as much as I can before they come clean this shit up.
When I first seen it, I'm just like, nigga, you know what color you are? You in there touching shit? Like, yo, get the man. I wouldn't even went into the door. I'd have peeked in, like, oh yeah, bro, dead. Everybody come down here. I didn't even go through the door. I have no idea what happened. Bro, laying down, check the tapes.
Yeah, and it's funny because the funny thing, the first thing they do is check the tapes, and of course the tapes have been stopped.
Yeah.
So now as an audience, we're accusing everybody. We like, who the fuck? Somebody. Now we're looking at everybody, and everybody looks suspicious, and they show a bunch of suspicious shit. Like Billy's asleep on the couch. That was the last time the tape stopped, and the tape come back on. He wakes up on the couch. And to find out the reason why is hilarious, though.
Yeah. That bothered me early before I knew anything because I'm just like, what kind of president detail is? But at that point, you don't know nothing. You don't know about the world. You don't know anything. You just think that this is the president, and his main person that's supposed to be watching him is taking a nap on the couch.
Yeah. It's funny. In hindsight, finding out what kind of world this is, it seems like Xavier is the only one. He's carrying the regular world into this world to where he like because it shows sometimes the president's kicking it, the president's lackadaisical, and he just like nigga, we need to be securing everything, but the president like nigga, chill out. You know what I mean? Like this is a new world.
Like ain't nobody here.
Yeah, he's like ain't nobody got no guns in here. Like calm
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
So it's just the weird. It's weird that we have to adapt with Xavier because he still ain't adapted to it.
yeah. And we found out later that he's, more not. He don't even know if he's mourning his wife. Like she just didn't make it.
Mm-hmm.
She,
My prediction is his wife ain't dead though. Do you
oh,
feel like that?
I mean, just because he don't know, I do feel like she's alive.
Mm-hmm.
Only because this show is the way it's set up. It seems like there's going to be more episodes in the future to where they are maybe above ground or find a
Mm-hmm.
way to get above ground, and
Mm-hmm.
him try to find his wife or whatever the case is, or her still trying to find him. Like who knows? But
Right. It seems like one of them shows where it's like, okay, they set up this world here, but there's another mountain somewhere else
yeah,
where it just happened to be thousands of more people inside of that mountain. You know what I mean? It seems like one of those shows.
because they think everybody above ground is like looking for resources and trying to
No, they
find.
think everybody's dead.
Well, that as well, but I guess in the beginning that's what we thought. Like, right, everybody's dead, but as you hear them talking, they're talking about how like if there is anybody
Mm-hmm.
above ground, they're probably looking for things to survive, and they're probably killing each other over it.
Right. But the reason why I think the reason why I said I think they think everybody's dead is because so I mean we jumping all over the place anyway. You remember when Billy was up there and he killed the bartender's wife?
Yeah,
The first thing she said was we can breathe, like we can breathe up here, we're all right. So it's like they assumed everybody up there is dead from whatever end of the world shit happened up there. Everybody's dead, you can't breathe, you can't live, nothing. So it's like and then he sent up there to kill everybody that he sees up there because the lady knows the truth.
exactly. And that's what I was gonna say. Is it's like the regular people on the outside of the government, they know they don't know anything.
Right.
So
They
they
don't know nothing,
absolutely
but
think,
he's there to scare them into believing,
right. They
nah,
think
you can't live
everybody.
up there.
They definitely think everybody is dead, but I think the Cal and Sinatra, which is like, at first I thought she was the vice president, but she's just like a part of the government.
Yeah, it's
Not
like
sure her place.
she's like it's weird because she's like God. You know what I mean?
Right.
She's like the God of that because, like you said, she's not the vice president, but she created the world that they're living in.
Right. Yeah.
So it's weird. It's like she's all powerful, but she doesn't want to take the seat. But at the same time, she's running the show from behind. It's weird.
Absolutely. The president, like you don't even really see him, and when you do, she's like pretty much puppeteer for that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Like, cause the first time we see her, she's sitting on the couch, and the president's out there talking. That's when Alex walks up, and she says something like, "You need to do what I said," or something like. She's kind of threatening him.
yeah, yeah,
So it's like if she's powerful enough to threaten the president, she's running everything basically.
yeah, yeah. Her and Cal were the only ones that heard bro's message. The guy, I don't know if he was a scientist or whatever, but the guy that
Mm-hmm.
had the course or the class. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
the one that was warning everybody.
Right. They were sitting in on that and listening to what he had to say. And at first it looked like most people didn't care or pay attention, but
Right, that's how it's like you said, the prediction of the end of the world type
yeah,
shit.
you know what I mean? So it's just like, wait a minute, I'm gonna start listening. What's going on? Yeah, so I mean, just like you said, it's like bouncing around. We've done 4 episodes, so this is like more
Yeah,
of like a jump around of the 4 episodes.
Yeah.
This thing jumps around so much because at first I'm like, all right, I'm watching this guy's life. Sterling's life, it's not Sterling, that's his real name. Colin's
Xavier.
life, yeah, and then it jumps around to Sinatra's life. Her real name is Samantha, and shows her son. He has like a terminal illness.
Something it was and it happened out of nowhere. Like he was riding the horse outside the store and then he just like collapsed.
He just collapsed or whatever. And I think her losing him like kind of put
Fuck the world.
demon in her. You know what I mean? Because
fuck the world.
I mean, they go back a lot, and it kind of like touches on why these people are the way that they are. Because in the beginning, you have no idea, so you're just like, who is this person? Why is this person like this? But the flashbacks jump around so much. We even get a whole episode about Billy, pretty much, Xavier's boy.
Yeah, how crazy he was. Like, he was a savage beast.
Oh yeah, he shot his uncle.
Yeah,
over
it's like kill the dog or kill the uncle.
Pretty much, you know what I mean. So he was heartless, you know what I mean.
Right.
But at the same time, he had to be. You know, his uncle was.
He's So do you think he was heartless? The only reason I'm saying that is because when we get that flashback episode, his uncle wasn't shit.
Yeah.
Like he's like beating on him, whatever. And then the uncle, he loves his dog. So it's like, do I kill the dog who loves me like I love him, or do I kill my uncle? So I wouldn't say he's heartless because he would have just shot the dog.
I think when I say heartless, I mean like it got to a point to where he had been done. Like he even said it at one point, like he had been done before he had been done wrong before he even knew his ABCs. Like he been beaten on abused by his uncle. He's been in the juvenile system, you know what I mean, and not to mention used by the government as a killer. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like he's kind of on autopilot. He has a heart, you know what I mean, like deep down, but at the end of the day, he's able to shoot innocent people. You know?
Right. He able to turn it on when he needs to. So
Right.
I think he's heartless unless you care about him. And that's why he loved Xavier so much. Xavier and his daughter and his son. It's like he's heartless to people he don't really know. Or to it's like it's not hard for him to kill somebody when he's sent to do it. Yeah. He has a heart, but he's like, nigga, this is a job. This is what I've been sent to do.
Yeah, I don't think he would be able to kill like an Xavier or his kids because he was saying that like that's his family. Like he don't have friends other than Xavier and his children.
Right. So that he's not going to kill them. That was Sinatra. Agent Nichols, the black lady. I seen her in this Apple show that I was fucking with For All Mankind. Her introduction was weird as fuck too. Because what was her position? She was vice president, right? No?
With black lady?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
What did it say she was?
The vice president was the now president, the bald head guy, right?
Right.
Like before then, the president, of course, was Cal. But the black lady, she was just, you know, a part of whatever little small government they have. I don't know if she had like really a role, but she was fucking the president, you know?
Right. But I thought they said her title. It was like something important. I can't remember what it was.
She's just a Secret Service agent. It says
that's all it is.
Yeah, she's a high-ranking Secret Service agent having an affair with the president. That's her.
Yeah,
that's her description. You know what I mean? So most
don't
of them
get no more direct than that. No more direct than that.
Yeah. Most of them are either agents or like Samantha. She's just got the knowledge. She just got you know what I mean, the key to all of probably the secrets and stuff like that. She's nothing really either other than the person that facilitated everything. And that's really not nothing. That's everything.
That's everything. That's everything. Her interaction's weird because, like you said, she's fucking the president, and she happens to be one of the couple of people that seen the president before he died that night.
Yeah.
A clue I picked up on, so we could just go to who I think might have killed the president. I think it was his son. And the reason I say that because they talked about when he made dinner, they was like he made dinner for him and his son, and they show him eating alone. But then after he's dead, they show both plates got eaten. Like and in the sink, both plates are there cleaned off, like somebody ate it.
It wasn't Billy.
I don't. Well, it could have been though. It could have been, but I don't think it was. Only because it showed him eating one plate already. So like the son could have shown up and ate with his dad. You know what I mean?
It's possible. There's definitely an elimination process right now. It's like we know who is not.
Yeah, nah, we don't even know who is not though. It's the crazy part.
I mean, it would be dope if they went back and it's Collins the whole time, but I don't think it's Agent Collins. We know it's not Billy at this point. We haven't gotten there yet, but Robinson, I feel like the motive for her to do it, her character right now doesn't mean anything to me other than what I just explained her as. Just as somebody that was having an affair with the president just happened to be close to him and happened to see him the night before.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Yeah,
go
it ain't
talk
it
about
ain't too much more to that.
unless they give us an episode of her and how she moves and her mode. I mean, her before life. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Also, the son didn't show up for the funeral. He went to the library.
Hey.
So I don't know. It's like because they even talked about how the son didn't really like him. Well, I guess because they were like he was supposed to come home for dinner, but he stayed with his mom. Who was his mom in here? They haven't even really discussed her yet, right?
I don't recall her. I recall Cal being single because he's sleeping with the lady.
Yeah, he's not with the mom. That's why they were like he didn't come to dinner. He was supposed to come to dinner, but he stayed with his mom.
Okay, yeah. I don't recall her character being shown yet, but it might have.
Because they it's like a couple characters haven't explained. Like they showed his dad living in the back house, but we haven't seen him that much either.
Are you ready for another show that takes us all the way to the end to show us that the son did it? They'll be mad. Like, you know what? I'm tired of this, man. I'm gonna start talking to my kids a little bit more. Like, hey, man, you love me?
Like presumed innocent.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, you love me, man. Don't take me out last minute, bro.
I don't know. It's just like I don't know. Like my mind is so nosy. It's like I wouldn't mind it because so far they haven't given me no. The only episode that dragged so far, and I hate to say it, was when they were talking about Sinatra and her family. Like at a certain point, I was like, okay, like move on. We get it.
That's why I almost gave up.
Yeah, it was that episode.
I was like, it's not a black show, really. You know, it's about
Yeah.
this lady. She just lost her kid. I don't care.
And I didn't want to be like that. It's like I care, but they dragged it kind of. Like they dragged it. They showed them in the hospital. Like we know what's gonna happen. Just get there. You know what I mean? Like, don't take us through step by step by step by. All right, just get there.
That was also an introduction to the therapist.
Yeah.
Her name
Gabriella.
Tarabi.
Yeah.
Gabriella
Yeah.
Tarabi. Yeah, she's connected to a lot of this stuff too. Because not only
she's part of the God team because she said I selected everybody in here.
Exactly, she's a part of the presidents, and not to mention like she's, her dealing with Xavier a little bit. I don't know about that. I feel like Xavier should watch his back with her because even though she's telling him stuff, she low key told him something that got his homie in trouble to where he is the way he is now.
It's a lot of games being played, like because while she's telling him that, like the president had a message for you. He said, "Watch Billy."
Yeah,
she said that, put him on that mission. But then Sinatra's telling Billy, "Watch Xavier."
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It was like I didn't understand. Well, I don't understand yet, but it's like you sending them both on a mission to not trust each other, and it's like why? You know what I mean? And her being a fucking psychiatrist, she could play all these games she want. Like her questioning him on him. Remember, well, we knew he wanted him dead because remember he was like, I won't be happy till you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
But her interrogating him and telling him to say he wanted him dead, it was like we didn't really get a reason why she did that yet.
Yeah, it's just like you said, her playing games, mind games, because she not only selected him, you know what I mean? So she already had done her research, possibly. Not to mention, like, she knows that he has these feelings for the president. How she know that? She don't know him like that. So she says,
right.
Say yes, because I already know this is how you really feel.
Right.
Him all this little information, feeding this nigga cheese fries and shit like that, trying to date him. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like she's trying to get in with him enough to where he trusts her. So where she can be just like, hey, hit you with how Billy's wife hit him.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
So
it's weird. Oh, nigga, you just got a bubble popped up on your face.
Hold on, what'd you do last time to do the balloons? What was the balloons?
The peace sign.
Oh, let's see.
That shit weird as fuck.
That's insane.
Another thing about Gabriella, thinking about everything. What you call it? Sterling K. Brown. What the fuck is his name?
Xavier.
Xavier thinks the president is the reason his wife didn't make that plane. I think she's the reason she didn't make that plane.
Robbie, yeah.
Yeah, it's with her saying I picked everybody here. I was just like,
It's
so
like
you're the reason she didn't get on that plane.
there's gonna be some weird shit. Guaranteed, she was just like, "Look, I selected you because I'm trying to smash."
Trying to what do you call it? Procreate, whatever the fuck they call it.
Something.
Something weird. It's something weird going on about her. Something weird with Sinatra.
Trying to have some Patrick Holmes.
What?
Patrick Mahomes. I said Patrick Mahomes. Patrick, they're trying to have some Pat Mahomes, some Currys,
Some light skinned babies.
Yeah.
Damn, what was I about to say? With Sinatra threatening Billy, I knew Billy was gonna die right when he walked in his apartment.
Yeah.
It was just like, yeah, because it was like they give you the moment with him talking to Sinatra. Whenever they say I'll tell you everything in the morning, that nigga's not gonna make it to the morning.
Nope. I was just like, God damn, man, just
tell me everything now.
And the music start playing, they start going back and forth. I'm just like, God damn, like did I think Jane was gonna do it? When I saw her face, at first I was just like, nah, like this nigga bought her a sparkler and everything, man. She ain't gonna take that man out.
No, it's the way he arrived after he talked to Xavier when he got back home and he walked in how calm she was, I was like, oh. It's like the writing's on the wall for me. It's just like in that moment she was too calm because she was too hype about the fair. But then when he walked in that moment, she was just calm, like, yeah, you missed everything. You missed the sparklers. You pull out a sparkler. She like, yay, but she's too fucking calm. I was like, this is it. This is it for Billy. Because after the conversation with Xavier, I'm like, who's gonna kill him? Because you know he's gonna die. So when he walked in the apartment and saw her, I was like, that's it. Like this is it. I don't know how, but this is it.
Yeah, she already knew his exact moves. Like, like she didn't have to pour him a drink because I was about to be pissed off. She'd pour a nigga a drink or something like that. I'm like, come on, man.
That's your pet peeve, don't you?
Right. This is what I'm saying. Like, don't pour the nigga up. Like, let me make you a drink. Like, nah, she left her old soda knowing that he gonna come and finish it.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna shoot him. Like, I'm like, she gonna do something when he walking up on her, I'm like, she gonna do something, pull a gun on this nigga. I didn't expect the sip the drink and die like that.
She was just like, you told her to send the biggest motherfucker. And I'm like, damn, that's cold blooded, man.
That's cold.
But you kind of saw, like, as you go back and think about how she was like snitching, you know what I mean? When they were talking, it was like, oh, we saw the video cameras or whatever. We're playing Wii. He tried on the socks as well. I'm just like, oh man, she not good for you anyway. But he's so, you know what I mean? He want a friend, he want a girlfriend, everything.
Yeah.
So anybody that kind of loved him, he was gonna fall for them anyway.
She played the nervous role well though, like the shy girl. She did that well. So in that role, I can see her being like in a panic, like we played the Wii because it's like, nigga, they about to accuse us of killing this nigga. Like we got to say something now.
Can't be with no girl that just tell on you. Just just imagine you just hanging out with some girl, y'all been together talking, and then she just tell on you. Like we ain't had no conversation.
She didn't say he got a kilo in the trunk. That's different. She said we played the Wii.
Yo, the president is dead. We didn't do nothing. Like, what are you talking about, man? Like, like you can't say anything. We didn't.
Or y'all both going down. You don't say something, y'all going down for killing the president. That's what she's thinking.
She's crazy. I was like, man, I wish my wife would. She'd be like, he did it. We was playing Wii. Come get us.
Like, it wasn't even that. So, like I said, my prediction is the son did it. Just for now, that ain't even a strong prediction. It's just like I got to put the blame on somebody because there's a lot of weird shit going on right now.
Just in this podcast, I'm thinking it's the psychologist, right? At this point, I'm thinking she has something to do with something, at least being the person that is a part of whatever's going on. I don't feel like her hands are clean.
Also, that cigarette with that number on it, that's definitely a plane number. And I think that's the plane his wife's supposed to get on. I think that's the clue that the president left for him.
Like that plane is somewhere with his wife on it, or
he needs to find where that plane is because that's the other civilization.
That could be a bunch of people on the plane just chilling. Like that's how they're living on the plane.
No, I'm saying this ain't the only underground in the mountain city they built. It's not the only one. Yeah. So I'm thinking wherever that plane went is where, and I think the psychiatrist sent it that way. Like, you go over there because I want your husband.
Yeah. It's. I think it's only 8 episodes.
Is it?
Because the way it's moving, I feel like this is not gonna go on for like 15, 16 episodes. I don't think so. I think
It should no, it shouldn't go on that long. And the episodes is long as fuck.
Yeah, I feel like depending on the next episode, like I think I'll know because that'd be like more than halfway done at that point.
So I do think we end with the cliffhanger you just said you hated. We're gonna find out who killed the president, but we're also gonna see Xavier getting ready to leave this area to go find where his wife landed. He's gonna find somewhere where that plane landed, and he's gonna be like, I gotta get over there because I know she's still alive.
Yeah, they're gonna leave. That's where they're gonna leave us.
We're gonna leave with him leaving, like in all of these shows, all of these what's out there shows. It always ends with I'm going outside. Yeah. Don't do it, Dad. Like I gotta go. Your mom might be out there. It's gonna be some shit like that.
The episode's going in.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like, see y'all next year. See y'all when P Valley come out. That show was like 3 years. I feel like 3 years have passed.
They should leave that alone. They shouldn't bring it back. At this point,
I'm over it. I don't know what happened.
Leave P Valley alone. When they did the stripping car wash, I feel like that was enough.
Yeah,
that was enough.
It was poison in my brain anyway. Too much. It's like, what's going on here? Like, I'm in it, but whoa, what was that? Whoa, not that.
Hey, man. Hey. Back to the show. I don't know what you're talking about.
Valley, I want to talk about Paradise.
So I think the confession from the murder from him murder his dad is going to go to his daughter. He's going to confess it to his daughter, to Xavier's daughter. The president's son is going to confess it to Xavier's daughter. Yeah. And she's gonna be like, what? He's gonna be like, you can't tell anybody type shit.
I know what I mean? I know where your mama at. It's gonna be like one of them.
I overheard my dad talking about another facility. It's gonna be some shit like that. It's like it's inevitable. There's multiple facilities. This ain't the only one they built.
Yeah.
In that plane, like the only reason I think that was her plane, because right before they show the number on the cigarette, they show because remember they're talking to Xavier about his dad, and they showed the plane, and they had the same amount of numbers on the plane.
Yeah.
So when they did that, I was like, oh, that's the same amount of numbers. That must be for a plane, and I'm just assuming that's for the wife. Hey, I'm not part of no writing teams. I haven't seen no episodes. I ain't read no books. If any of this shit happens, I'm just talking. I'm saying how I would have wrote it.
Look at the credits.
Hey man, if I wrote it, give me my money.
His name is Dan. His name is Dan Fogelman.
That's my real name.
They wrote the first episode. Oh man, good show though. I was like, I'm
good. Hey, good.
I'm in it.
Good damn show. So we still need to. We got to learn about the first lady. That's his wife. They got her here as the first lady, so they must not be divorced. They must just be separated.
Yeah, Cassidy Freeman. So I guess she has been in it. I'm trying to look at her face and see if she's been in an episode yet, because I don't recognize her. It might have been.
If they showed, they must have showed her quick. I know they showed a family photo with them and the son before.
Flashback or something.
It must have happened quick. What else was I about to say about this shit? Dang. Also, before, the one thing Billy did leave Xavier with is he said the shit about Sinatra.
Sinatra, yeah.
He was like, she's crazy. He was like, she's done a whole lot of shit. I'll tell you about it in the morning. So he's gonna automatically assume, oh, you killed Billy.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, he should assume that.
But I hope he don't say too much, because she be out here sending people to kill. She might mess around and get his own son to kill him.
One thing about Xavier though, he's calculated, so he won't say too much. Like he'll put it in his mind and then go investigate it himself without saying too much. He'll play the game basically.
Yeah, he's not gonna go for that whole suicide by pill shit. It's not gonna.
Never.
Yeah, he's not gonna go for that.
Never. He gonna be like, man, I just talked to Billy.
Yeah, it was just like, man, why would he do that?
Yeah, it don't make no damn. He told me he's gonna talk to me in the morning. You telling me he killed himself tonight? No,
because he killed the president, and he felt bad. Killed.
It ain't gonna come out like we found out. It's probably gonna be like a letter, like I killed the president. I'm sorry, type shit.
Yeah,
and that's probably that's the full circle of it. That's why Gabriella probably told him what she told him to try to make that story stick.
Yeah, telling you she dirty.
Yeah, she dirty. I know she's dirty regardless, but how dirty we about to find out?
You gonna take me in the shower and get me naked so you can talk to me in my ear? She lured that nigga. She lured him. She acted like she was gonna give him some sex, and then she was patting him down. I'd have been like, "Hey, what you doing?" This nigga, he was just like, "Man, that was a good night last night." She was just like, "Please, I'm gonna throw up." Like, oh,
you said I ain't put it down, or you don't want to talk to me no more?
Like, all right, I won't be back.
Are you doing shit with your shoulders, huh? Something like that. Oh man, like you said, it's a good show, man. We tuned in. We wasn't gonna review it, but Sterling K. Brown he's black enough for us to review it.
Yeah,
and Crystal Marshall. Like I said, I watched her in the show called For All Mankind. I watched all 5 seasons of it. It was a good ass show to me.
Hate her in this though. I don't like
You ain't got a reason to hate her yet though.
In this show, so far I was like, they better give her a backstory because right now I don't like her. I don't like her character. I need to know where she come from. Right now she's a suspect.
I mean, no, I wouldn't call her a suspect. I feel like she's a pawn.
Possibly. I mean, they treating her like whatever.
Yeah, they're treating her like a pawn. Like the fact that Sinatra is riding her back like that, like you better solve this case, knowing that she knows what really happened.
Yeah,
they treating her like a pawn. It's like they want her as a part of the setup too, the downfall.
Did you hear Sinatra go in there and fake throw up after Robinson threw up?
You think she fake threw up?
That was so quick, man. She heard what's her name throw up, and then you heard yeah. And then before like 2 seconds later, she was washing her hands. I'm like, man, get out of here, man.
She is playing a role though. Her and the psychiatrist are playing a fucked up role, and we just don't know why yet.
Oh yeah, it's going down.
It's going down. But like, share, subscribe, talk back wherever. If you there, comment below. Let us know how y'all feel about the show and who y'all think killed that nigga. Right now, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's the son. This nigga is wilding out. You don't get that shit out of here. Peace signs and confettis is ridiculous.
Crazy.
Anyways, man, we out. I can do it. Look, I can do it. No balloons, no none of that goofy shit. It's all going on mine.
I'm gonna keep it.
You must have just got an update. That shit goofy as hell.
Peace, y'all.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.